Hello everyone. Before we get started, if you enjoyed this video once it's over, please give it a like and share. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you. This happened to me when I was delivering pizza. I worked at a local pizza chain delivery food service. I was there for about a year and a half. It makes decent money and it helps pay the rent, so I didn't mind the job. But after I experienced this, I never wanted to be a pizza delivery guy again. This happened on October 31st, on Halloween. I can't remember the exact date. I believe it was Wednesday or Thursday. I was making a lot of deliveries and making good tips as well. As people were partying late into the night for Halloween, I had to make a lot of stops. And I was enjoying the rush, the tips, and just driving around to clear my head. It was a good night for me as well, as I just got my GED, so I was really in a very great mood. As I was making my deliveries, I had an order request, and it was from a side of town that was kind of far off from all the other deliveries that I was making. But this guy gave me $100 tip. He even had in a note that he's willing to give me another $100 in cash if he can make it out here quickly. I could not turn down a possible $200 tip. So I grabbed his order from the pizza place, got inside my car, and I made the trip out there. When I finally got to the destination, I went towards the house, but then I noticed something. The house looked pretty much abandoned. I looked at my phone to make sure it was the right address, and it was. So I cautiously made my way over there to the door, and I knocked, but there was no response. I knocked again, but still I didn't get no type of response. And then I yelled through the door, hello? The pizza guy here, you ordered pizza? Come get it while it's hot. But I was met with silence. I thought about just dropping the pizza onto the porch. I mean, it was already paid for through the app, so it's not like I had to wait for the money. The only thing I had to wait for was the $100 tip. I would have gotten $200 in tips, but I figured that $100 would do. I wasn't gonna get that greedy. So I dropped the pizza on the porch, and I knocked on the door once again and let them know. So I have to go. I put your pizza on the porch here. Just grab it before something happens to it. Thank you. Have a happy Halloween. I got inside my car and I was starting it up. But as I was starting it up, as I was riding, I noticed that my car was riding a little bumpy. It seemed weird to me. And then I got a notification on my dashboard. I stopped the car and I got out, and I noticed that I had a flat tire on the back left side of my car. I looked at it closely and I realized it was a knife stuck to it. Before I had time to process anything, I heard someone yelling like some maniac. I turned around and I saw 3 guys in a scarecrow outfit holding up chainsaws, and the chainsaws were on. They ran towards me. I didn't have time to get in the car, and they kept running around me like I was some kind of sacrifice or something. They laughed in my face. Their tongues were out. They were thinking that this was hilarious. Then one of the guys dressed up in the scarecrow outfit put the chainsaw on his arm and cut open his arms just a little bit. I saw pools of blood running out of his arms. I started to freak out and I got in my car. I didn't care if it damaged my wheels. I had to drive off. I drove off, even though the ride was pretty bumpy and it made me nauseous, but I didn't care. The 3 guys were running towards my car, but I kept on moving. Eventually I lost them, and then afterwards I was able to get to a car tire shop, and I was able to replace my tires. Afterwards I had to get back to the pizza place, and I had to explain to my boss about what happened. He told me that I needed to call 911, and that's what I did. A couple of minutes later, the officers went towards the house that I told them I dropped off the pizza at. But when the cops arrived, there was no one there, but the pizza was gone. After that experience, I quit my job. I don't want to do deliveries anymore. It feels unsafe to me. You just don't know who you're gonna encounter. I'm just counting my lucky stars that I'm alive and not dead. I don't know if those individuals thought this was some kind of Halloween prank they were trying to pull on me, but there was nothing funny about that prank.